Okay, so this is going to be my review of the Lepin Tantive 4, which we know as the Rebel Blockade Runner. There's quite a few reviews that I've found, and they've been really handy in helping me set up for this. There's two things I didn't do. One, I underestimated how many parts there would be. Now that the set says it is going to be something like 2,000 parts or so, or 1,900 parts or something, but there's just so many pieces, and a lot of other reviews have said that they're not grouped. Yeah, they're not grouped in any particular order, and I tried to start getting them sorted by color, and then I remember seeing Richie Bricks sort of talking about putting them into bowls, and then I ran out of bowls. I did not think it was going to be as many pieces as what's come here, so it's interesting. I started doing this, and then I was umming and ahhing about trying to do a review for it. I've gotten into, where am I? I'm only on step 5, and I started maybe 25 minutes ago, like, to get from here. Just this step is crazy. I'm gonna try to get back into it and see what comes, but so far the pieces feel a bit lighter than Lego. It feels good though, and I'm enjoying the challenge of this. Okay, it's nearly 2 hours in, and I've got I'm only up to page 8, man. Like, this feels really slow. I'm actually enjoying the build though. I'm not really under any time pressure. There's another gun gun turret that's gonna go underneath, but the way it's situated there is interesting. But this has become a really interesting piece to kind of forming up. The instructions are really good, but the part that I noticed that the Lepin parts have got a whole lot more than a Lego one. Now, these are, you guys do some building, you know exactly the pieces I'm talking about, those ones there, because they come separated so that automatically, where there should be 6, all of a sudden there's 12. Also, these things there, like the controls, so those come as 2 separate pieces. You got to assemble them yourself. So that's why the part number keeps going up. But I'm making some good progress now. All right, 2.5 hours in, and I've got the head sorted. I think it looks nice. Like, it's really coming together. These fins are really finicky. Like, it's balancing now on the stand section, but there's meant to be 2 elastic bands that these things that go around the outside. You can see them there. I've probably spent, I don't know, 15 minutes looking for them and digging through stuff, but I can't seem to find them, so I'll have to order that part separately, I suppose. But it's really coming along now. Okay, what time is it now? It's nearly 1 in the morning, so I shouldn't have started this at night, not with this many pieces, but you know what? It's a good learning. This section is coming along really well. Now, you'll see that, like, the detail in these panels, and also underneath, like on the sides as well, it's so cleverly constructed. I'm on page 26, so I'm halfway. I started making some silly mistakes and missing some bricks, like positions and stuff. I had to do it again, but I did find, and this is probably the thing, that those elastic bands I was looking for, I found them, but they're clear, and they were in the bag that was like that. So there's 2 of them in there. I'm gonna give it a crack afterward. I'm gonna try and complete maybe a few more pages and then hit the bed. It's now 9, yeah, so 4 hours into the build, and it's starting to not be fun. Okay, so I'm going for attempt number 2. A bit more set up this time. This is 2 nights after I did the original build. So there's the head part. There's a cannon that's fallen off the bottom, and here's where I left off. So Gilly bricks, and sorry, Richie bricks. I think put forward doing it in these bowls. That's been massively helpful. You can just see how much more organized this is. Now this is with, I don't even know, maybe there's still a few, like there's some big pieces in the box, but and then just some really, like, just I know that those are just going to be all those plates. So it's just feels more organized. This should make it a lot faster. It's 10:05, so I'll see how long it takes me to finish this, but that's the goal, is to get it done in this next sitting. Alright, about 15 minutes has gone by since the last video. I didn't realize how quickly I could actually get through the assembly of that until getting into it. Seriously, I cannot recommend, if you do get this stuff from Lepin, sort stuff out. Like I won't do another build until I do that, regardless of how many pieces I've got. I started looking at putting them in all into individual bags by piece, colors and stuff, and that seems like I've been able to find every piece I've been looking for as I've been going through. I've just finished 35. I've just put the 2 pieces in together, because now it's moving on to this part, and it's going to be awesome. So this is going to be a bit of a big one. That last time I did a check-in, it was page 36. So 20 pages have gone by. 20 pages have gone by, and it's just to have built this. And like, the video isn't really doing it justice. You can see how much detail is in like the creation of each of these pieces. This has been an hour to create this. Okay, so this is pretty much probably the hardest part I've found so far, is attaching the jet. So when you get to this step, this is step sort of 51 or what, I don't know, I can't remember, whatever. But it's these pieces need to go into the bottom of here. But music. But it's really, they're really finicky, man. Like they really don't. It doesn't really feel stable. I'm not sure. I mean, I'll see how we go. But this seems to be working, to be putting in these pieces in first, and you can see I've had to force stuff, which has driven parts of it loose, which is going to be hard. I'll have to reinforce it, but I'll give this method a try. And we are done. So that last section was way harder than it looks. Like seriously, so much harder than it looks. And so I started not at 10, it's now 1, so 3 hours to do this section. And it was worth it. It was completely worth it. So I think all in all, that was 9 hours. A 9-hour build. Oh, man. It's like, honestly, look, for scale, that's the thing I didn't even realize, but like, oh, hang on, I'm gonna do it like that. If I go that, it's like literally the length of 2 MacBooks. Like, it's nuts. Like, in terms of width, like just how big. If I do that, actually I can probably try and do it like this. Oh, I had to use my own Lego block thing. There. Like, look at that. It's nuts. And This was such a fun build, like ridiculously fun. It's just stunning, just a beautiful build. Yeah, the detail inside here is just nuts. I love it. I love it. So sort of standard stuff. These are all the pieces that I had left over. I did find that I had to go and substitute some Lego pieces. I'm gonna try and find it in case anybody does get this set and is building it. I don't want you to go through the same frustration as I did. So, oh, that's right, here it is. This piece, that says 1. I didn't know that what it was. I had to put 3 together, but the thickness is the same as standard, like your average, this block. So I just had 3 white Lego blocks and I formed that piece. So that wasn't such a big deal. But the piece that I was missing was these, where it's got 16. I had 14. Yeah, there's a ton of pieces that are still there. I'll go into the rest of the kind of collection. But all in all, beautiful build. So what was it? 6 hours and then 3, so 9-hour build. I loved it. You know, like, just to think that, you know, the first time, you know, we saw Star Wars, this is the first ship that came up on screen. It's just like, you know, kind of, hang on a second, like that angle or something. This is just kind of crazy. Yeah, the main thing I would say from this is just make sure you got plenty of those balls. Sort out your bricks if you're getting the weapon sets. Sort out your bricks in advance. Like it feels like for this to take 3 hours, that seems slow, and maybe I'm slower than some of you guys, but it was tough. It was just lots of like little pieces to have to go through, but the brick quality was great. Seriously, an amazingly fun build. My first build from Weapon. I'm hoping I'm going to do a few more and sort of see. Yeah, if you like this, then let me know, and I'm happy to take some requests around other sets of something that you want to, I don't know, see. I'm going to try and do the creator series at some point, but yeah, definitely trying to get the Star Wars UCS ones done and completed. Super Star Destroyer, I don't think I'm going to be able to find anywhere to put it in my home, so I don't know if I'm going to do that one, but yeah, thanks for watching.